everyone, and welcome to our webinar with CEIBS. I'm Mariana, and I will be the moderator of this webinar on behalf of the UMNIMI team. I'm here with the representatives from CEIBS who will share more about the MBA programs in the first part of the webinar. And in the second part of the webinar, we can hear more from alumni who will share more about her experience in CEIBS. Before we start, everyone who is listening, you can ask questions during the webinar. All questions are welcome, so don't hesitate. And yeah, I think everything is working, everything is set, and I can give you, and we can start. Who is gonna share the presentation? Yeah, okay. We can start presenting, share the presentation in the okay.
So everyone, could you see my screen
Yeah.
share? Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So it's so nice to having everyone online here, and I'm together with our two very outstanding alumni and students from CEIBS will be spending the next 1 hour with you. My name is Ling Jun, and I'm the admissions manager of CEIBS MBA program. And I also have Karen, who is from Singapore, and she is our MBA 2023 batch alumni. And also I have Man with me, and he is currently a year one student of CEIBS MBA 2026 batch. And I'm going to go through very quickly about our program introduction for the first 15 minutes. Actually, I try my best to compact that because usually our MBA director will take it like 30 minutes to finish this whole introduction. However, I bet you guys must be more interested in to learn more about the CEIBS experience and also the own stories of our student and alumni. So I will give you more chance later. And also, if you do have any questions, please type in in the chat box, and I, together with the other two from our community, will be more than happy to answer that. And so today, I'm going to talk a little bit about CEIBS first. So we have just celebrated our 30 years anniversary last year. We are pretty young compared to business schools. However, we have achieved a lot during the past 30 years. Actually, we are a joint venture between the Chinese government and the European Union. The reason why we have established this standalone business school at this point of time is because in 1994, it is just we were faced with Shanghai open up to the world. And then the city government and the Chinese government find we really need a local talent to know the systematic business knowledge of the modern system, especially economic systems. And so that's why we want to have a China Depth Global Breadth business school deep rooted here in Shanghai, Pudong, where it is the most highly developed area in Shanghai. And apart from Shanghai campus, which is located in Pudong, we also have others, two campuses in China and other two campuses across the world. We have Beijing and Shenzhen campus in China, together with Zurich campus and Accra campus. Apart from the locations, we also have a strong alumni network. So far, we have more than 30,000 alumni across the world, covering more than 90 countries, and we have 68 very active alumni clubs and industry-related associations. And also our alumni have their like presence all across the world. So far, we have already got 17 overseas chapters. So as a CEIBS alumni, so probably you will be like running to someone who is also graduated from CEIBS when you are traveling abroad or when you are climbing up the career ladder. So this is how we recognize ourselves as the like top business schools in China. And then I'd like to introduce a little bit about our professors. Actually, the professors in CIBS is a very diverse group of people. We have more than 60% of international professors. They are coming from like North America, Europe, and Southeast Asia or like Africa. And the rest of the 40% professor who are coming from China have gained their PhD from top universities such as like Wharton, INSEAD, LBS, etc. And then they, before joining CIBS, they have already got their teaching experience in other top business schools in Europe or in the North America. And some of you may be wondering, there are so many different programs here in CIBS. Why we'd like to introduce you the MBA programs, MBA program, because I think it is the only one like full-time program offered in CIBS. Actually, this is a program lasts either 16 months or 12 months long, and it is taught in English. So don't worry if you don't have a good language mastery of Mandarin. So I bet you will be like live happily here, at least on campus. And probably later, man can share a little bit about your own experience as a foreigner here in Shanghai and CIBS. And the total tuition for the program is approximately about 68,000 US dollars with lots of opportunities to get scholarships and financial aid. And the main location for the courses is located in Shanghai. However, we do offer lots of overseas and domestic China modules for students to get real situation learning instead of just sitting in the classroom and listen to the lectures. And here it is the two different kinds of like program we're offering. We offer a 16 months long immersive program, so it's the general length. However, some students may still choose to take the 12 months long like fast track program. So that means you have your own way of finish the program, like no matter it's like more like experiential or it's more like expedited. And for the required courses, we have 16, including like microeconomics, marketing management, financial accounting, etc., that will equip you with basic business knowledge in order to dive down further into the business world. And also after the required courses, we have more than 40 elective courses and China overseas modules for students to choose from. And here it is a very holistic view of the program. No matter it's 12 months or 16 months, you will be going through the core courses and electives. And more importantly, to be graduated from CIBS MBA program, you are not required to write a thesis. Instead, you need to do a project called integrated consulting project. To give you a brief idea about how it looks like is that students form small groups and then they will go to a real company. Here is just partial list of the partnerships we have partners we have with the consulting project, and the students will be given a like real existed cases, and they will work together with their teammates, then with under the guidance of our advisors, professors, and finally do a consulting presentation to the executives. So we found in this way, students can apply the theory to practice, apply what they learned in the classroom to the real world, because MBA is such a very practical courses. We just don't want the students to only know the knowledge online. We need to know how to use that. And actually, apart from this integrated consulting project, we also have many other kind of experiential learning provided to our MBA students, such as our internet China and in overseas module, taking students to different parts of the world of China to learn in depth the dynamic economy of different regions. And apart from that, our student life here in CEIBS is also a very enriched part of their MBA journey. Apart from academic learning, they also have industrial related forums being organized, and also they have very have leisure time to form different kinds of sports team or art team. And we have different festival to celebrate because it is a China Europe International Business School. We actually celebrate both festivals in the Western world as well as in the East. And apart from that, we also help our students to broaden their vision by joining in other international business schools exchange program. So here is a list of the 41 top business schools who we have partnership with. That means as a CEIBS MBA student, you will be able to have a exchange opportunity with the school listed here. And also we have a coordinated degree with Johns Hopkins and Tufts University, the Fletcher School. If you do find yourself interested in these two coordinate degrees, you can please feel free to reach out me later. I will be providing with you more information on that. And apart from academic and student lives, we also pay much attention on students' career development, because MBA is it's such an important stepstone for students to to get advancement in their own career. So we not only have career counselor assigned to each of the MBA students, we also have an alumni mentor. So throughout the MBA journey, student will be able to schedule meetings with the career counselor as well as their alumni mentor to gain the career vision and also their career planning, and also get in-depth knowledge of industry and the functions. I think this part will be especially valuable for students who want to gain more insights into the China job market, because as foreign students, especially at this period of time, Chinese government have gained a lot in terms of economic growth. So career here in China will be a very good opportunity for international students after they finish the MBA. So this career counseling and alumni mentorship will be of big help for our students to learn more about the China job market. So our Career Development Center has delivered a very strong employment result for the class of 2024. And hopefully we will be having a very nice career placement for the going to be graduating batch class of 2025. And the career report will be available online on our CEIBS official website this summer. And as For now, actually, I have covered all the important elements of the CIBS MBA program, and you may wonder how will a typical MBA class look like. So here is our student profile for information. Usually, we recruit 120 students each year. It's in one take a year in August. Usually, our recruited students have an average GMAT, the older version, score of 680, and for the new version, it's 617. And for the GRE, it's 326 as the average score. And also, we are taking CIBS MBA admission test if we don't have any like GRE or GMAT score. And we have more than 20% of overseas students, and with our students are between like 5 and 6 years of work experience when they join the CIBS, and we have very balanced between gender, like almost 50% of female students, which you can tell actually women in China are really have a very important place. Yeah, I think compared to the rest of the world, because my husband, he just got his like 1 year foreign aspect in Germany. When he got back to China, he said, okay, the woman in China has the highest role in the country. So we can see. So this is a very good place, not only for like aspired young men, but also for aspired young women. So here's a little bit about our CIBS MBA application requirement. There are four basics. First, you need to have a bachelor degrees above, and by the time of get enrolled, you need to have at least 2 years of full-time work experience. You can either have submit your GMAT score, GRE score, or join an CIBS admission test. And because it is a English program, so you need to be good at English. However, you are not required to submit your TOEFL or IELTS score. And so far, we have already covered 2 rounds, and still we have 2 rounds for you to submit your application. The most near, I think the nearest deadline will be tomorrow. And if you are still thinking about get enrolled this summer, you can target the May 21st deadline. So here's the application procedure at the bottom of the screen. You can either take the GRE or GMAT first, or you can submit your online application first. Then after this material review, we'll be given some interviews to our candidates. After the interview, we'll go through a final review, and by the decision date, the candidate will be receiving an decision. So this is the whole like admission procedure. So if you do want to know more about the CIBS before you decide to join us, we do have a Beyond Borders camp happening next month, and it's a weekend in Shanghai in springtime. And usually the program fee is 3,800. However, being a participant of tonight's webinar, you are able to join an early bird fee until March 21st. So if you are thinking about to have a visit to Shanghai to see whether the program is a good fit for you, I do encourage you to join in this camp. Okay, I think it's almost the end of my presentation, and please allow me to invite Karen and Man, yeah, to share with everyone their own experience about MBA. Probably you can just give the audience a brief introduction about yourself and talk a little bit about under what kind of scenario you chose to do an MBA and why finally it's CIBS. Okay, so let's start from Karen.
Okay, thanks, Linjun. I did see that there was a hand raised from Michelle. I don't know if she had a
Oh,
question maybe for Linjun about the
okay, let
curriculum.
me probably I'm so focused on because my screen just showed the PPT. Probably let me stop sharing. Okay, so it's share you say it's Michelle, right? So Michelle, do you have a question for me? Oh, sorry. Oh, Karen, you're muted.
I see her hand raised, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she
They,
wants to ask a
they
question
can
now.
ask their questions in the Q&A. They are not allowed to talk.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mariana, could you like enable the like a chat box or like a Q&A section? So
Yeah,
if they
it's enabled. They can ask questions in the
okay,
Q&A
great.
box. Yeah.
Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel
Yeah.
free to type in, and then Karen and Mel, and also I will be able to answer these questions for you. Okay, Karen, please go ahead. Sorry for the
Okay,
interruption.
thank you. No problem. Thank you, Linjun. Yeah, so I'm Karen. I'm actually from Singapore, and I did my so a bit about myself. So I did my education in Canada and the UK, and then my first job was actually in healthcare markets insights. So I was with a global company and working in different countries, and then covering market research, market insights, project management, business development, sales, and different functions across 10 countries. So I worked in over 10 countries in 6 years. And one of the countries that I worked in during my 6 years was China. And it was during that time that I experienced the Chinese healthcare market and the growth and all the trends that were happening back in 2019. So this was pre-COVID. And the experience was what motivated me to kind of do an MBA at CEIBS. And then at CEIBS, I did an internship with Bayer Business Consulting, so in-house strategy consulting with the healthcare sector. And then after CEIBS, I continued on with Bayer. And then last year, I joined Philips Healthcare, also with their in-house strategy consulting department. Yeah, so just a quick intro about myself.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Ma'am, could you give the audience a brief introduction about yourself?
Okay, sure. So my name is Vichaya Samchewong, or you can call me Man in short. So, well, actually, like before SEEPS, I studied in both Thailand and Japan. And also, like after I graduated from like university, I joined two consulting companies. The first one is a Japanese consulting company where I like have a chance to work in Japan, and also like the second company after that, I joined a boutique consulting company focusing on digital transformation in Thailand. Like the client is almost like all of the client was involved like Thai and Japanese company. But recently, right before like I joined MBA, I have a chance to explore more about like China, and also like we have got a lot of Chinese company in our company as well. So I think it is an interesting opportunity, and also like China market is one of the market that is growing in the world. So I think this is like a chance that I think I would like to explore more about China. So I decided to come to SEED, and now I'm a current student. Well, this is like our third term at SEEPS already. So I'm now like doing very like good health and work-life balance at SEEPS as well, while we learn, and also like we do like a lot of activities with our friends, and yeah. So it's that's all about like my introduction.
Thank you, man. Actually, I know currently you are in Shenzhen right now, and you are about to join the Hong Kong career track organized by CEIBS MBA Career Development Center. And I know you have also a group of students from your cohort currently in Shenzhen, doing like a Shenzhen module, visiting different like tech companies there. I already saw lots of photos shared in the WeChat group. And could you tell the audience a little bit about your experience by of involving in those like career tracks or modules compared to the classroom learning?
Okay, sure. So thank you, Ling Jun, for like bring this up. So, well, I think like a lot of like MBA school, they might not have this one, but I think like CEIBS is a good school that have a lot of opportunity, like outside of what you learn in the class. So currently, I am traveling in Shenzhen, but well, my classmates they took an elective like called Shenzhen module, where a lot of them like come to learn a lot about the company in China and also like the French company who operated in Shenzhen, like how are they doing and how they do business, what is their challenges that they are facing in current world. So this one is like an elective course where you have so-called like a straight experience like with the company and also like how to apply to the real world. And also like Lin Jun mentioned that I'm going to participate the Hong Kong career trek, which is going to occur in this Thursday. So basically the trek one is not the classroom class, but it's kind of like more student-led career exploration. So actually before I joined Hong Kong trek, during before the Chinese New Year, I went back to Thailand. And also we organized a Thailand trek as well. So the purpose of the trek, like career exploration trek, is that like there's a group of students contacting with the company in each country, for example, in Thailand and also like in China as well, in order to uh, have an appointment with the company and try to explore like what opportunity that the student can explore more, like during the internship period and also like after they graduated from CEIBS as well. So this one is quite interesting that like we kind of like have a balanced experience from like learning from classroom and also learning from real experience, which is like the elective module and also the career exploration stuff.
Great, thank you so much. And actually, I do see there's a question raised from the attendees asking whether someone don't have any work experience and would like to apply to CEIBS. Actually, from the requirement, we do require at least 2 years of full-time experience. But however, we do have a MBA, deferred MBA program. That means by the time you are about to graduate, you can apply to CEIBS MBA first, and then we will be access your profile and also invite you to an interview after you get admitted. You will be able to join the job market first. And then after have at least 2 years of work experience, then you will be able to join the program. And if you would like to know more about the details of CEIBS MBA deferred program, you can leave your email to me, and I will be sending out this information. Okay, then let's move on to Karen. Probably, yeah, your memory is a little bit less fresh compared to Mans, and as one of the alumni of CEIBS MBA, and could you like share with the audience something you feel that you didn't expect to have before your MBA, and also what are the things you think that cannot be achieved without a MBA in CEIBS?
Of course, yes. I think the memories are still quite sharp because they're very strong, positive memories. But yeah, so I think one of the surprising memories, and also a very good one, was actually the few months that we spent on campus during the Shanghai lockdown. So I don't know if the audience would be familiar, but basically in 2022, I think it was February to May, there was about 100 days of lockdown in Shanghai city, and that included on CEIBS. So it meant that the CEIBS campus was on lockdown, and all the students had to choose if they remained on campus or they went back home, because some of them might have lived locally in Shanghai or in other Chinese cities. So out of the 120 cohort students in my year, I think around 70 stayed on campus. So we were all together for about 100 days. And even some of the professors were offline or out of campus. So we had online classes. So it meant that we basically, spent all our time together. We had a lot of fun. And to keep our spirits up, because it's a bit stressful with the COVID lockdown, a lot of our classmates actually took the initiative to launch many social events. So we had, for instance, impromptu karaoke nights outdoors on the grass patch outside of our dormitories. We also had a few kind of talent shows. We had movie screenings, and just lots of impromptu late night activities. We also had kind of morning yoga, weekend meditation sessions. So we really came together to make the best out of a bad situation. I think that still remains a highlight. And it kind of shows that if you're with the right people, then it doesn't really matter, how bad the environment or the situation is. You can always find a way to make your own enjoyment and to support each other. So I think that's definitely a highlight. Yeah. As to what, I think the CEIBS MBA gave me, I think building on that is really the network that you get from being a part of CEIBS. So not just with the CEIBS MBA alumni, but also the other programs that Linjun mentioned, the EMBA or the global EMBA programs. And the network effect isn't just when you're at CEIBS or when you just graduated from CEIBS. It will continue across your career because you will always have to look for new jobs. I've had to look for a new job a few times since I left CEIBS, and always, you can reach out to your CEIBS network and friends of friends within your classmates and all that. So I think that support really helps strengthen your career, not just immediately after graduation, but throughout the next, 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Karen, for the sharing. Oh, I did not expect that I still have that fresh memory. Yeah, because you're no longer a current students, and usually, memory fades away. But I'm so glad that you still have keep this fresh memory, and I know you have keep in touch with your class coordinator very often, and it's a very nice thing. We always to see at CIBS that the bonding in the between everyone in this community is so strong, even though we are not a big school compared to those big names like Tsinghua or Peking University or Fudan or even SJTU. But however, everyone stays so close together, and they will always be a chance for you to find someone you can always talk to, and there will be always someone when you are faced with challenges or you are faced with difficulties. There will be resources place in front of, or there will be a way out helping you to get out of the setbacks. And once you have raised any questions or you are faced with difficulties, someone in the community will always be willing to help you. I think that's the most touching thing. Even though I am not a CIBS MBA alum, but I can tell probably men will have the same feeling that it's not only study, but everyone here can get a handful of resources. Yes, from the outsiders, from someone actually you don't know well, but they are just very willing to help you. Okay, and actually we got another question, and saying about to get my degree in a couple of months, which is Bachelor of Science. And then my question is that I am this MBA. Yes, actually I have it is very similar to the previous question. We do require students to have at least 2 years of full-time work experience by the time of they get enrolled. That means by the time of they matriculated at our program. However, as a graduating college student, you will be able to apply for MBA deferred program, and we will give you a decision in months or so. And once you get the admission offer, you will be able to join the job market first. After you have gained at least 2 years of work experience, you will be able to join CIBS MBA. Okay. So anyone have any question? Actually, I do see Michelle have, kept her hands raising. So, Mariana, could you help to get the question from Michelle, or unmute her microphone so she can answer the question?
Maybe we can ask her to write her question in the Q&A box.
because I can't not have this hands down. Probably you can do that.
I
So
can,
Mhm.
yes, I can do.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And in case you do have any questions later on, and you do need to connect to either Karen or Man on our program experience, and if you are interested in the Beyond Borders camp I've mentioned, yes, please add me to either your WeChat or WhatsApp, or you can just write me an email. So I will be able to answer any of the questions, even though you don't have any question at this moment. Okay. So may I know if an audience, okay, we got one more question in the Q&A. Yes, and someone said, I have 2 years work experience. How do I apply? Okay, our application website will be like CEIBS okay, sorry, it's not listed here. That will be, let me type in here so you will get a detail of our website. It's very easy. It's mba.ceibs.edu. So this is our application portal. All the applications shall be submitted here. Okay, also you would like to know the cost, probably more about scholarships and the financial aid, right? So actually CEIBS has offering a very generous scholarships to our MBA students because they are considered as the baby of the school. They are the youngest group of people compared to like EMBA or like other executives who also enrolled in school. So I think Karen and Man are both the recipient of our CEIBS MBA like scholarships, like covering like a big part of their like scholarship of their tuitions. And I can tell you there are 2 kinds of scholarships from offered by CEIBS. The first kind is called merit-based. That means you don't have to do any extra application. By the time we received your MBA application, you will be automatically taken into consideration as a recipient of merit-based scholarships. So it is like based on your level of excellence, and then you will be notified what kind of or what's the amount of scholarship you will be get in a admission offer. And the second type is called need-based scholarships. That means you need to submit extra application for that. So most like applicants will submit their need-based application once they have admitted to the program and confirm their offer with us. So usually I think the scholarship will cover like between 20% to 74% of our MBA tuition. And if you are from Africa, you are a passport holder of African nationals, this year we begin to offer full scholarship to the African candidate with stipend. So that's a very nice opportunity for those who are from this region with like financial concerns, but you have established a very good potential to become the future leader. And if you do find that you are interested in to this African like full scholarship, you can give me an email or let me know on WeChat or WhatsApp. And okay, so because someone like mentioned about cost, it's cost is like tuition is only a part of the cost doing MBA with CEIBS, and there are probably a lot more costs such as like air tickets or living in Shanghai or dining and also traveling. So like either Karen or Man, could you like to give anyone here like a glimpse or glance of like living or cost expense here in Shanghai? Because probably not everyone have been living in this city in this campus, so they need some like a very brief view of the living costs here. So either Karen or Man, you can give everyone a like brief like idea. Like
Okay.
what usually costs you to have like a dinner or lunch, etc.
Okay. Sure. So I will start first, and if like there's something that I might list off, like Karen, you can like just add it on. So basically, if you are coming from the French country, at CEIBS, we already have like the in school dormitory, I think, which is like it's not cost a lot like compared to if you went to the other school, which is like you might have to find your dormitory on your own. So seats have like an opportunity that you can choose like to live in the seats dormitory, or you can choose like to live on your own as well. So if you choose to live at the seats dormitory, it's going to be very cheap compared like to the other part if you live in Shanghai. Also, like for the cost of like living, for example, going for lunch and dinner. Well, actually, if you live in campus and you already studied in campus, the food here at campus is not that expensive. So it's about like $3 to $5 per meal. And if you go eat out, even if it's Shanghai, if you like go eat out like nearby the school, it's not going to be like more than like 10 to 15 US dollars per meal. So I think like it's quite affordable compared to, well, like going to another city which is like very more expensive than like coming to Shanghai. Yeah. So Karen, is there anything you want to add?
No, definitely agree. So I think Shanghai is definitely one of the most affordable cities for a top MBA program. If you compare, the top 20, top 30 MBA programs, I think Shanghai is the best value for money. And if you look at, I mean, just very realistically, because we're all business students, right? If you compare the ranking of CEIBS and the cost of the MBA program, including all the scholarships that are provided, and you look at the quality of the curriculum, right? The value is very, very high. I would say the highest amongst all the top 20 MBA programs. So you can look at that calculation. I did that calculation myself before I looked at, I was looking at MBA options. So yeah, definitely something to think about.
Yes, and absolutely. Just for your information, we do have like as Man mentioned, we do have like on-campus dormitory offered on CEIBS, and as long as you need one dorm, there will be one guaranteed for you. So different from other like schools, probably students need to like chasing after someone for, oh, please, can I get a dorm from the school? But that's not the case here in CEIBS. And the dormitory is a I think like a one bedroom with a ensuite bathroom. And we have recently renovated a dormitory building. So for MBA 2025 intake, so the environment will be like much more modern, even though currently it's still modern, and the fee is like around $5 a month with like water charge, electricity, and internet all included. And that's only 1 minute away from our canteen and 2 minutes away from our academic building. I'm not kidding, right? Yeah. So that really provide our students a great convenience. And also we are located here in the Jingqiao area of Pudong. I think that's the most foreign friendly area in Shanghai. So even though you don't speak much Mandarin, you will be able to communicate with others in even outside the campus. And we have like hospital just by our school. So even though we don't want to have any emergency, but in case that will be a very convenient choice. And also, I think food delivery in China is very convenient, and we have lots of nice food for you to join. So I don't think living will be a big problem for those who are from a foreign country to like merge themselves into this new environment. And the cost, just as Karen mentioned, will be really like of high value. Yeah, compared to other like MBA programs among the top 20. Okay, so let's see if we do have any like other questions from the audience. So yeah, if not, I think Mariana, do you have anything you want to say? Okay, I'm just going to like share my email and my WhatsApp and WeChat on the screen. So if you do have any questions later on, feel free to get connected.
Also, I want to mention that one of my colleagues will contact all of the attendees, and everyone can ask questions. And, my colleague will help with everything.
Okay, nice. So I think that's pretty much of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you, Karen and Man, for your time. It's really late here in China, in Shanghai, in Shenzhen. Yes, it's like 9:45 p.m. and really, from this point you can see how supportive our community is. Like actually they do that for free and just to support our like program recruitment wise. And I want to say big thank you to you, and hopefully we'll get more chance to catch up with you later on. And actually, there are lots of things happening. This weekend on Shanghai campus, we have like Go Overseas Forum organized by MBA 2020. 5, and we have like an investment forum at the end of month. We also have Innovate China, and we also have like TED cross CEIBS. So if you do have a chance to visit Shanghai, just plan about that and make CEIBS campus as one of your destinations. And do let me know, and I will arrange a seat in one of the events, like for you to just get a feel of the CEIBS community atmosphere. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Man. And thank you, Mariana.
Thank you
Thank you,
for your
Mariana.
time.
Thank
Thank
you
you for the
very
welcome.
much.
invitation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night and have a good day.
Good night. Thank you. Have a good
Have a
day.
good
Bye.
night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.